In this next lesson, we're going to cover things such as creating your first subcategory, as well as how you can add an assessment in your next video. So right now we're going to cover how you can create a subcategory. We've done this in one of the demo lessons before. You can see that we have got a category on the top here, and then we also have a post has been set up in here at the moment. What I can do here is just to show you how you can remove a post that you may not want to have. So this particular one here is the one I don't want to have in the subcategories or the categories or lessons that I may have. I'm going to go into the actual post or lesson itself. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm going to delete this particular post. Once I do that, you will see that has changed the way this lays out. So you can see up the top up here, we've got a category. I'm going to now add another subcategory, a subcategory 3. And within these lessons, I'm going to create lesson 1, 2.1, for example. I can name that, and I can go add a lesson 2.2. As you can see, it's really important to make sure whatever your structure may look like, it's important if you lay it out in a way that's very clear for people to see, and that way they can see it's a systematic approach all the way down from the top to the bottom. Now that is how you can create a subcategory. As you can see that on the right hand side, these are published. This is not published just yet. Once I publish that, and let me actually customize this to a different theme so you can see how it may appear for your course. So up the top up here, I'm going to customize a theme to the way I want. I'm going to create a theme that is a New York SAS theme. I'm going to apply this. In our previous video, I was showing you this particular theme that you can showcase your course. So once this is done, I'm going to now go back and I'll show you what the course will look like. Go back to here and let's move this out of the way. This is a demo course. I'll go to the preview screen. Once you do that, you can see we've got the different categories on the top, and within the categories we have got the different subcategories. And then if I had different posts in there, it will appear as lesson 1, lesson 2, and I'll go to week 2, which is a different category. I don't have any lessons in there at the moment, so it doesn't appear, but you can see if I have got this up here, this will then appear as the categories, subcategories, sorry, and the lessons underneath each of those. Let me just go to this one and I'll publish these lessons, and you can see how that may look. Okay, let's go over here. Go to refresh. Now you can see the different lessons within that. So again, everything can be customized in terms of the background, in terms of how it appears, and each of those sections are all created within the category itself, and then also within the subcategory itself, and also the lesson itself. So when you go into a category, you have the ability to put in your thumbnails as to what that category says, and then when I go into the lessons itself, then you have the ability to actually title the lesson. So within the lessons, you've got the posts in there that shows you what that lesson is about. So planning out those categories or planning out those subcategories and the naming of those categories, and then create the images around that based on what you need it to be, is a really important process. The next lesson, I'm going to show you how you can create an assessment if you have got a course that you want people to be taking them through, especially like say like an onboarding type lesson structure. You want them to make sure they go through your lessons and then go through some mini questions they may have. So that's what we'll cover in the next lesson.